with 3 left.
Okay.
And I've gone to see movies at Howard Hughes. So I'm just saying, why do people spend money and act a fucking fool and ruin it for everybody else? Like, y'all niggas now I'm not gonna limit this to y'all because it's not just us, and I know every race feels this way, because y'all niggas was fighting at the Anita Baker concert out there in LA, and that still is just mind-boggling to me.
It's totally different than you, where you trying to be saying ghetto. I go for that experience. If I'm paying for a ticket and it's an all-black movie, I know it's gonna be some ruckus and it's gonna be funny.
I know.
And it's a part of my movie-going experience. I want somebody, go open that door, bitch. I want that. And if I'm paying for a movie at this point in day, where I can stream stuff, I want the experience of the crowd with me.
No, so that's cute every once in a while, like somebody yells that out, because it's kind of
don't let Mr. do it to you. Like, I wanted to see that.
So speaking of Mr. So first of all, it starts very chaotically because I walk into the Esquire. It is filthy. Yeah. It is very filthy. Popcorn.
Was it in the main theater?
It wasn't in the main theater. It was like theater 4.
You got to find out which one it is, because me and Xander go all the time for movies. If it's not in that main theater, the front one, then when you walk in, don't go.
Okay. Well, now I won't go.
Clean for the wife.
And yes, it does. It's giving Tyler Perry, all of that. So ultimately, I go in, and like I said, trash everywhere. The trash is overflowing. You can't even put trash into the trash can. It's no ice in the machines. It was like dripping out. And they had the good ice. I said, "Ooh, they got the good ice." So
I've never had experience at Esquire. Never, like, not with this stuff.
This is what everybody is telling me. There's something about this day, Christmas Day. It looked like the theater had been cleaned in 3 days.
But you know what? That might be because cats weren't coming into work.
So
Christmas Day. You got to get people.
I'm trying to understand y'all. Somebody spilled popcorn all over the bathroom floor, and I'm like, why did you take popcorn into the bathroom?
That was a kid.
But it was everywhere. They never cleaned the bathroom. Only one place got soap.
Gotta remember, Aquaman came out this week too, because I went to see it with my daughter. And a whole bunch of kids. It was a gang of kids up in Esquire. I'm trying. Like,
let me tell you, y'all AMC, y'all gotta shut it down. It was too. So wait. So I go into the theater. I get my popcorn. I get my few pieces of ice, because that's all that's left. And I go to my seat. There's someone in my seat. And so I'm trying.
Seats too now.
It's assigned seats. So I'm like, oh, y'all in my seat. You're in my seat. I bought my. I'm not sitting with my sister in there. No big deal. Can you, like, get up or move down or whatever? And this lady is like very adamant about not getting up. She is with the guy, by the way. I want y'all to remember that there is a man there. Okay. So I'm like, okay, well, we all pay for seats. They are assigned seats.
That's a clear thing. Your seat is not number 17.
Yeah, I listen, make it make sense. So I'm like going back and forth with her about this chair. I said, I really don't give a fuck about a chair this much, but if people,
why is this an argument though?
Why are we having this conversation in 20?
You only move to another seat after the movie starts.
Everybody knows that, because we do it at concerts, we do it at sporting events. Like, everybody knows that, right?
You can't do it before the movie.
Before the movie starts, I was like, well, what happens if the people come in? I was like, then you're gonna have to move, because I'm gonna be in somebody's seat. Yep. I know somebody bought this seat.
What's she saying?
So she was like, well, we just gonna have to see when they get here.
We'll see when they get here.
So I'm like, okay, you know what? And so I don't want to be that girl.
No, I want to go get an usher.
I was like,
I'm that dude now.
Listen, I don't care that much. I'm
turning on my good slew voice. Ma'am, there's a gentleman sitting in my seat over in 14A. I would like to show you my stub here. Handle your business as your job.
Oh, okay, Harold. I'm just like, but no, like, seriously. So I'm thinking, I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, if the people come, whatever, I don't care. I've already seen The Color Purple. So
this older woman, younger woman,
she's like our age. It's like, I'm gonna say kind of like around our age. Yeah. So then she's like, and I really like your hair. Like, it looks really good on you, and blah blah blah.
You gotta watch out for people like that.
So I'm like, what
we just arguing.
I'm like, okay. So then she gets up and comes over to the seat and is talking to me about how I gotta look out for the man. Do I, you work in corporate? Because she was asking me all this. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Going through some stuff, man. We need to. What can we find out that he's in trouble?
That
man is in trouble. I'm gonna tell you why, because that's some. It's not even. Everybody been using gaslight lately. It's not gaslighting.
It's not.
It's a manipulative tactic where someone will be mad at you, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, but you know what, man? Them shoes is dope, though. So it's like it disorientates you.
Yeah, it's almost, but in this weird passive aggressive way.
Yes.
So I'm like sitting here. I was like, okay, what is going on? And I'm kind of looking at the girl like that was in front of me because she had turned around, one of the girls. So I was just like, okay, what the fuck? So she proceeds to sit on the armrest because she was like, and what's your name? So I was like, D. And she's like, and what's, speak your name, speak your mama name. And, you got to know how to negotiate. Because in Jeremiah 5:8-7-3, God said, and blah, 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 blah. And then in my life, they killed my dog. They killed my dog. And the man is still sitting there this entire time. Now, mind you.
He's just looking straight.
He's just looking straight.
Exactly. He's in trouble.
And so, so I'm thinking, I was like, this bitch is going to be a problem in this movie. She's going to be a problem. I already knew. So she tried to pray over me, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in people praying over you that you don't. And I'm when I say this, because people pray for you that you don't know, and they are all the time, and they wish you well and good things and great vibrations. Right? Everybody ain't a Christian. And I'm not even say Christian. Everybody ain't a good person. There are a lot of demons out here because, like I said before, everybody's like, oh, my praying grandmother. I was like, well, a lot of y'all praying grandmothers was demons. Mm-hmm. Like they were speaking something else.
You sure this woman was her age?
Yes. That sounds
like some old,
no, it
like
sounded
50-year-old
like
woman that's trying to finesse me for my seat.
She was like our age. She looked. But that was the weird thing. Like both of them looked like they were like around our age, late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, okay.
And so she just was not there. So mind you, this
I don't want to be that kind of guy. Was she ugly?
She could use a makeover. She had on Vapor Versace. Okay. So but again, this entire time she's clearly like, and I'm like, it's very uninterested. And the guy never says anything. All right,
because he used to this shit.
I am, and that's what I was like. You know what? He probably was like, she do this all the time. She gonna calm down. Well, the lights get low. And the movie starts.
And she's still over there with you?
And she finally goes back to the seat, but then she is now clapping. She cheering because it's an opening number, which I'm trying to understand how y'all didn't know that this was a musical, but that's another conversation in a second. But lights are low. She's standing up. She cheering. Laughing, screaming at the screen, all of this. This goes on for about 30, 40 minutes.
So is this a packed theater?
It's sold out. The show was pretty much sold out. It was literally, when I bought my ticket, it was.
Oh, that's why you couldn't see.
Yeah. So it was like maybe about 6 seats left, scattered, and then I sat in handicap, in that area. So she literally, somebody yells out, "Shut up," which I will later find out is Janelle friend Brittany. And then she said, "I don't have to be quiet because God said I don't have to."
Me of the chick on the plane that was singing. Trying to make everybody listen to her
right.
She got a Grammy nomination.
And so I'm like, okay, girl. So I'm already like, huh. So then a chick comes in and sits next to me, and she has her light up on her phone. I said, hey, I don't care about you being on your phone. Can you turn the light down? So she puts her phone down, and actually turns out to be really cool because she's like, somebody in my seat. I was like, that bitch in my seat. And she's like, oh. And I'm like, oh. So somebody tells her.
Would say, hey, bitch, shut up.
Well, it was more.
That's would have got to somebody.
Well, it was more like, hey, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Oh, somebody did say
yeah. I was like, it's more like, hey, bitch, shut the fuck up. So then people are now going to get the ushers, and then the manager comes and saw now because I'm sitting in that same row, but it is a space, and surprisingly I can hear because I ain't have my hearing aid in. She's like, ma'am, we're gonna need you to calm down and quiet down.
Oh, the usher came over?
Yes. So they told her that. They said, we need you to, everybody's here trying to enjoy the movie, and you are making this very disruptive and, unpleasant. So she's like, I know the words. can sing along. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm
she
down.
has mental issues. Now we're getting into mental issues.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, mind you, the dude is sitting there the entire time and is not saying a word.
Is he even looking over there?
He's just sitting there like, I don't know who this is. I'm just at the movies. Like he was so crazy. Cause I'm like, at some point, like everybody knows
he's a captive.
He
got Stockholm syndrome.
or he know that she probably get a crazy check, and he just with her to get part of a piece of the check or
and
the
I gotta
whole
take
check.
her out every now and then.
Yeah,
She really wanted to see that color purple. All right, I'm gonna take her out.
And so I get up because I was like, fuck this ghetto shit. I was like, this is the most ghetto's experience of my life.
You stopped watching it?
I got up. I went out to because they end up pausing it. They have to pause it because she's that disruptive. They paused the movie.
Oh,
nigga.
Oh,
so they still trying to get her out. I said, I don't have to stay for this. I've already seen it. And I'm just trying to go into it with different eyes because the screening I went to, the director and the producer and the sound guys. Yeah, but I also like now knowing like all these little tidbits and I'm trying to see if I'm
a different angle.
Yeah, so so I get my ass up, y'all, to go to get my money back. They finally get her out because I was like, y'all taking too long. Y'all talk too much. Call the cops. Like I'm at this age, this big age, y'all. Call the cops.
Now I will say this: if something was to happen like that, I would expect it to happen at the Esquire. I just haven't had that experience at the Esquire. Now, your story is believable. It's not like, snap, you was at West Hollywood. It is the craziest thing. No, like, this is fully believable. I just haven't had that experience.
People, when I talked to her, she says, hold the fuck up. They paused the movie? He's like, I've never heard of that in my life. I said, nigga.
No, that happened to me when me and Xander went to go see Black Panther 2. They put on the 3D version and they didn't give out no 3D glasses. He was out at Ronnie's.
Oh my God.
And they was like, oh snap. Hey everybody, pause. They paused it and was like, oh, we got to get these out. And then they came out and just gave everybody 3D glasses and they started it over. But it was cool after that. But it was because everybody was like, why
like what look like
this? Hey man, and I was like,
no,
I know I'm 40.
Yo,
man, but I'm like,
right?
No, I was like, I didn't want to let Xander know. I was like, hey, like,
can you? How does look, right?
Hey.
Yo,
I just looked at it and she was like, Daddy, they don't look good. Okay, all right, cool. It wasn't just me. All right,
right. So we're in the lobby. A lot of us, everybody is lined up, and there's this couple. And I was behind them in line in the concessions, by the way, and they were.
So you went to get this is before the movie?
Yeah. So I see this couple, and I'm a called in the Blue Man group. So because they had on blue like matching sweatsuits and stuff
together.
There's a couple.
They going to your movie to see your movie?
Same movie.
Okay, so I'm getting a visual of this couple.
So blue, we're gonna call them Blue 1 and Blue 2.
Blue Adidas tracksuits, I'm assuming.
No, they wasn't Adidas. They just was probably Hanes. I don't know.
Okay. Champion.
Yes,
champion.
So I was. So we're in the line trying to retrieve our money because now the niggas not trying to give us our money back. They trying to put it on gift cards.
Oh,
because no, it'll come up in the system. Yeah. So they trying to not have that corporate call like y'all refunded $5,000. Well, not $5,000.
Or whatever X amount of dollars.
X amount of dollars back to back. What happened? And so now you got to have that conversation. And then it's like you said, Paul probably called out who was the security dude. Mm-hmm. So it's like a whole thing. So next thing you know, the Blue Man couple is outside because then they're all upset too. And they have some sort of interaction with the crazy lady because they finally get her out the theater.
Okay.
And she's out. And we think that's it. But she's still on her high
Jeremiah.
Her Jeremiah Jesus high horse or whatever, and is just confused. So she says something to the blue lady, and all I know is that blue lady had like jumped toward her and was cussing her out and was like, "I'm finna beat your ass." Her dude, the Blue Man, picks her up and like swings her back toward this way
to get her out.
to get her just like, listen, it ain't even worth it. You're doing too much. Blah blah blah.
This wasn't a ghetto experience. This was a hell of an experience. Like this is just,
mind you, the man is there and still hasn't said anything. Still quiet. So now the cops have come in. And now they going back and forth. And I'm like, hey, come down, just come over here. I said, them white cops.
Yeah,
Like,
and we in Clayton. Richmond Heights, Clayton. They gonna lock
that
you up.
too. Mm-hmm. So I was like, hey, just get in the line and get your money back or whatever, because we not doing that today. Then all of a sudden, like, the girl is still going, the special lady, and the cops are talking to her. Then he want to get Buck and Crunk.
What, with the police?
And it's like, all right, now we going. And he like kind of snatched her up, but the blue girl, said, yeah, that's all right. Take your ass outside. I'm gonna come out and beat your ass. Like, was pissed.
What
like,
did he say to her? That guy?
I didn't hear that part. All I heard was the yelling, and I was like, you might need to go home,
straight home,
because I don't wait around, because you. And also, it was just really chaotic and ghetto.
So did you end up leaving, or are you going back in?
Yeah. So what I was trying to do, some nigga shit. I ain't even
trying to get your money back, then go right back in.
Yep.
Did it work?
No, it didn't work.
So you ended up getting the money back, or you went back?
They ended up giving me a voucher, and we watched the movie. But yeah,
so they didn't let you go back in. You should have went just.
Listen. It was Christmas. I thought Mike Duffy's was over. I was open. I was trying to go to the bar, get a drink. I texted her and I was like, "Are you up? Like, let me come over." I was about to Uber to his house. I was like, "I don't have to do." We did not get home until 1 a.m. That movie started at 9:15.
What? Where'd you end up going after that?
We ain't go nowhere. We were
that's how much drama.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends, because we got all the tea. And, if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side, so you can see other stuff and, again, share it with everybody.